Hey guys, and welcome to Let's Play The Sims 4. We are here with our sim, which I've created in a past video that I've posted on my channel. So if you're looking to see me create Stacey Bellaroose, then please go check that out. Before we get into this, I just quickly want to make sure that they didn't add any like extra traits in, which I don't see any, so I think we're good. I'm not going to change her clothes because I really like her outfit. We can do that. We can do that for what you call it. We can do that in the game if we want to at a later time. My cat is scratching on the wall. Stop it. I will get up out of this chair. Thank you. Alright, so I'm not going to make her a sim because I'd rather just get her with the sim in town, but yeah, so we're just going to jump into this. Now I want to show you a quick cool thing. Ugh, these things are really annoying sometimes. Alright, so you can randomize this portrait, and with this portrait, I'll just show you, you can like click this little camera and it'll give you different pictures. So I really like this household picture better, so I'm going to go with that one. I think it's just much cuter and it's so much more her. So this is the loading screen, and I've played this a little bit. I haven't done so very much that, you know, I'm like, I know everything, but I do know that this is like the first place that you'd start out. These are like your starter home areas. This is like your middle class, and then you've got like your richer people, and then like your extremely rich people living here. That's kind of how it's played out in each neighborhood. These are your community lots, and then this is the big park in the middle of the town. It's also the same way for Oasis. It's just separate, done a little bit differently. So these would be your starter homes. These are like your middle class, your little bit richer sims, and then your extremely rich sims, your park, and your community lots. So it's the same thing for Oasis Springs, and it's as it is for Willow Creek. And yeah, so I play my live stream in Willow Creek. So we're going to actually do this household in Oasis Springs just so I can get a different feel. So we've got 3 different houses that we can choose from, or we can build a house. I'm not going to build her house yet because I did that on my live stream and it was really difficult. Like, we had nothing when we started out, and I really don't want to have nothing. So I would like her to have something. So there's this house here, which is called Sand Trap Flat. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, which is really all she needs right now. She's not really going to be, you know, moving in with someone right away. So we could go with this one, which is $17,000. This one here is the Nookstone. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. It's a smaller lot, unfortunately, and it costs less though. So we could go with that one. Or there's this one here, which is the Agave Abode, and this one is the most expensive out of them, and a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. Sorry about that. My cats are being ridiculous. They fight like cats and dogs, and they shouldn't, but they do. Nothing I can do for that. So anyways, let's go ahead and decide on what we want to do. So here we go. Let's just go with this. Cheapest, most expensive, or middle. And in a way, I think I'm going to go with Sand Trap Flat. See, the bad thing about them is you can click on them like this and you can see like a closer view, but you can't actually go in and like preview the lot. So it's really ridiculous. But we could get this one furnished, or we could get it unfurnished, and we would have a little bit more money to spend. Then there's this one, which is a little bit closer. It looks really tiny. I'm really not feeling this one. So I'm thinking probably not this one. It's either going to be this one or this one, and they're really close. So, yeah, I think we're just going to go with this one. They're really close, so it probably really doesn't matter. I'm going to take it furnished, and if we don't like it, we can sell things back and buy new. So I'm just going to take it furnished just to see how they kind of have set it all up, and then we'll get in there and get on with this. Okay, so when you click the house, it'll bring you into this loading screen. And then it should load up the house pretty quickly. And this music, I don't know how to get rid of it, but it's really loud. I don't know what that is. I would think it's probably sound effects, and I'm not really liking that because it keeps giving me like the copyright issue. So I may have to get rid of that actually. Hold on. Let's see. Audio. Sound effects are going to have to go down. I'll put them at 15 and see if that helps. Actually, I'll put them at 25, half of what it just was. So there we go. Did it apply that? Yeah, it did. Okay. So this one's a little bit different. I'm going to pause really quickly because I don't want her to start doing everything. So this one's a little bit different than my live stream. If you saw it, the mailboxes look totally different. So that's kind of cool that both of the worlds have different looking mailboxes, which is really nice. So the first thing you're going to notice is she has a double door into her house into like this spot here. And then she has like her living room here with her TV and coffee table. She's got a bookshelf here, which I really like the bookshelf. Like you can purchase books off of it and everything. This is her little kitchen over here. I like the little window idea. It's a very small kitchen, so for more than one sim, really, it wouldn't work. Unless only one's in the kitchen at a time. There is a double bed in the bedroom, so that's good because I was worried about single beds with one bedroom. Sometimes they do that. And then this is her bathroom. And then to look around, she's got like this, let me show you, this thing over top of her house, which is pretty cool looking actually. And it just kind of goes around this part here like a roof kind of, I guess. And I can put the walls down so you guys can see. There's like a back side to it as well. Her garbage can is right there, so she was to take the garbage out. And there's a garbage can right there as well. And then I can put the walls up and zoom out for you guys so you guys can see. For some reason, I have a hard time getting my screen to turn. I don't really know why. Alright, so that is her house. I'm not too upset with it. I think if I were to change anything, it would probably be, I'll just leave it. It's okay. We'll just keep the money for right now. And we should be good. Okay, so for her, lifetime wish, which she gets the reward trait of thrifty, so they can receive 10% rebates on all build mode purchases made each week. Rebates will be directly applied to household funds, so that is great. If you're wondering what this is all you have to do, no, it's not. It's only, this is 0 of 4. I'm trying to point to my screen, you guys can't see me. But if I go off of this, it's going to go. So where it says Mansion Baron at the very top of that window that's opening up, and it says 0 of 4, that means you have to go through 4 different stages for this aspiration. So it's not going to be just as easy as you think. Because that's what I was thinking too. Like, wow, that's all I got to do. But it's not. So she wants to own the fanciest home. So obviously this is not going to be where we're going to be living forever. We'll be moving around and stuff. And probably once I get a little bit more used to the build mode for this, I will probably build her own house. But right now, we're just going to live here. So this, you can select a new aspiration if you absolutely choose to. If you don't want to, don't click that at all. This here is your reward points. So when you do certain tasks, like over her head right here, you get these points. And then you can come in here and you can purchase all of these available things. And you can also search like you could on The Sims 3 as well. We'll get into that a little bit more when we actually have some points to spend. Right now, she wants to buy an object worth 1,000 simoleons, so we could absolutely do that. And the way that I'm going to do this is we're going to get her a job, and we're going to do it through her phone. So you can find a job here, or you can click on the career tab here and click join a career. Either way, it doesn't matter. You're going to pretty much get the same options. So either way, you're going to be able to do this. All right, she is business savvy, creative, family oriented, and romantic. All right, so she could be a tech guru, a painter, an astronaut, an entrepreneur, criminal, culinary, writer, secret agent. Since she's artistic or creative, I think I'm going to go with painter, especially because she wants to have 15 paintings within her house. So this one would be good. So we're going to be a painter for Stacey. It says, create your own world with a few strokes of a brush. Make a place for yourself in the art world with hyperreal masterpieces or abstract works of unsettling beauty. So the career branches for this would be Master of the Real branch, or you can go into the Patron of the Arts branch. She will be a palette cleaner. She'll make 21 simoleons an hour. She'll work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and she only has Saturdays and Sundays off. So that's fine. All right, she's now a palette cleaner at 1,000 Words Art Gallery. She starts Monday at 9 a.m. All right, now she has a new one. She wants to play an instrument. Now she wants to buy something worth 1,000 simoleons. Now let's jump into this here quickly. I am going to go ahead and purchase, I'm going to search by the function because I know it's going to be activities and skills, and she wants an instrument. If you get the deluxe edition, you're going to get this bar right here, and I'm going to go over all the items in an LP as well. I'll just tell you guys all about them, but this is the tiki, what is it, tiki torch? Oh, flaming tiki bar, that's what it is. And this is what comes with the deluxe. So if you're wondering where I got it, that's where I got it. All right, so we need something worth 1,000. We could get the Freezer Bunny blues guitar, or we could get a piano. Yeah, that's pretty much all we can get for 1,000, unless we want to get a piano. But I don't really think we have a place for a piano. So I am going to go with the pink little Freezer Bunny. I am going to put it here in the corner for her. Perfect. Okay, so we are good for that. And she got that done. And she wants to play an instrument now. So we are going to practice. All right, so let's get her in here. Let's get her to practice. And here she comes. Plus, we still have some money, so it's not too horrible. I still got to figure out how to turn that down. Seriously, that is just annoying. Audio. What is it? UI sounds? Because if it's not sound effects, I'll turn sound effects back up. Let's see if that is what it is. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that should be better, I think. Alright, so she acquired the guitar skill. It's a new skill, Stacey's new skill in guitar will allow her to practice on the instrument. As the skill level increases, new musical opportunities will become available. She now wants to buy a toy. Oh my goodness. This is from her trait, family oriented. She wants to level up in the guitar, so I am going to fast forward through this because it's going to take her a while. And you can actually go to skills here, and if you hover over this, you can see how far, or the percentage that they are. So right now she's at 47% of level 1, and then once obviously she hits 100%, she gets to level 2 of that skill. So we'll just slow her down when she gets to like 95. Oh, there's a little girl. She's cute. Alright, I'm going to slow her down. And she's at 99, 100. She should have leveled up. And she totally did. So that's great. Alright, so Stacey's new skill in guitar will allow her to practice on the instrument. As the skill level increases, new musical opportunities will become available. She can now strum for fun when feeling playful and research the guitar at a computer. She can also now appreciate the blues on the stereo and enthuse about guitar solos to other Sims. Okay, I am going to get her to stop. And I'm going to look at her needs. So she needs to go to the bathroom a little bit. So I'm going to let her use this. And then we are going to cook our first meal of the day. And this is going to sound really weird to you, but I am going to cook, and I'm going to show you something. Each one of these when you start out, it shows your cooking level here. You can use the freshest ingredients if you have it. If not, that's fine. So for this, the freshest ingredient would be if we had a tomato, they would use it. This one as well. And you go down through and it shows like all the different things. But when you click on each and every individual one, it shows up as a single serving, a family serving, or a party size, which I love this. I have been doing the single servings for my single Sims, but the whole point is it lasts so long in the refrigerators that you can do a party size and eat it all up before it goes bad. So I'm not going to do a party size. I'm going to do a family size because I just think it's the best option for her right now. So I'm just going to make her do that, and it'll automatically take the money out. So it's not like you can decide, like, you have to be sure what you want to get because it takes your money right away. So, and they always clean their hands afterwards. I think it's so cool. All right, so she is going to go in the kitchen and she is going to make up her first meal, and that is going to be the autumn salad that we told her to make. And I'm just going to zoom in while she does this, and she is going to be uncomfortable now because she hurt herself. But this is acquired the cooking skill. Anytime you start a new skill, you get the skill automatically. So Stacey's new skill in cooking will allow her to prepare delicious, straightforward classics. Yum. The higher the skill level, the more recipes become unlocked. All right, so that's exciting. Okay, so let's get you to do this. She wants to buy an object worth 500 simoleons now. She is just going to spend all her money in 5 minutes. All right, so I don't know what she's pouring on the tomatoes. I'm a little worried for her, but that's all right. All right, so she's tossing her salad. She's going to pick her ear, I think, and then stick her hand in there. That is so gross. Like, ew, you just looked at it. So gross. I think this interaction's so cute, though. Okay, she's going to pour it into a bowl. And they actually eat it out of a bowl. But it shows you right here. This is a cool thing. It shows you right here when you hover over it. It says, quality is good. She made garden salad. It shows who it's made by. Says that there is 4 servings left and that it spoils in 9 hours and 55 minutes. But the trick is, if you tell her to put this away, she will put it in the refrigerator, or you can drag it there if you want to use the hand. And then if you click here, it doesn't show eat leftovers, which I was confused at first, so I opened up here. And it'll flash new, but look at how many days it has now. 10 days, 7 hours, and 24 minutes until it's spoiled. So you don't have to eat it really quickly. You have a ton of time. So don't feel pressured to like eat it all up because you have quite a bit of time to eat it. All right. I have this on long. I don't know if I'm going to play it on long or not, but for right now I am. She's got about 80 days. Now, this thing is cool, too. It shows how many meals you've cooked, showers taken, times you've kissed. It shows all of your stats. It's so cool. So this I find really cool to look at sometimes when I'm like, you know, how many people have I made out with? And I can come here and actually see. So it's pretty cool. Let's see. What are your needs? You don't really have a lot of needs. So I want to show you the world, or what is her world, her neighborhood kind of thing. So she kind of lives on this little, like, I don't even know what you call it, bend in the road, I guess. And obviously it's all desert around, but you can see in the distance a lot of things. But I was a little bit confused on how far they could actually go in their home. And yeah, it's not as far as The Sims 3, but you can travel around this whole entire thing. So, like, she can come over here. This is a wild daisy bush, and she can view it. She can harvest it. There's lots of stuff that you can do in the worlds. We're going to go around and see if we can find anything. Here's another thing that you can harvest, which is a strawberry bush. So we can get free strawberries and then plant them. So that's pretty cool. Now, this is a new thing, and I thought this thing was just to look at, but it's not actually. You actually come out and dig this up, and you get stuff out of it. So we're going to have her come dig. They've got another bush over here, or another flower. It's the chrysanthemum. Yeah, there's like a ton of stuff that you can actually do around your little neighborhood. So even if you're on your lot, like, you know, you're not limited to just your lot. All right. So Stacey dug up a capsule. All right, now here's the cool thing. This is exactly what I wanted to show you, so it's kind of funny that she dug it up the first time. You can dig up these mysterious time capsules, and it says it's always fun to open a time capsule and catch glimpses of times past. So when you click on this, you can place it in your world, or you can open it up. And I want her to open it. All right, so here we go. So it says Stacey found a My Sims trophy, and it's the Morcubus trophy. So in here is also household collections. Now there is 13 collections in here that you can complete. We've only started one of them, which is the My Sims trophy here. And this one is uncommon. It says, beyond time and space is a world of black fire. From the heart of this maelstrom of horrors was born the infernal Morcubus. As president and CEO of MorcuCorp, he advances his dark designs, and he also leads team building workshops. Now I'm going to quickly just jump to my house, and I'm just going to click this button. It'll center it right on your house, so it's really nice. So you don't have to like search for your house if you're out in the world, you know, like we were. And you don't want to try and find where you were. This little thing here, you can actually put it out in your world. So you can place it, have her come here and place it, or you can just drag it yourself and you place it out like that. And then if you click on it, you can actually enable the emotional aura. So when they're in this room, they'll get the playful moodlet, because of this is a playful decor by 3. So if you get more than one of each, you can actually sell them because they're worth some money as well. So it's kind of nice that you can do that. But I've not found 2 of the same ones yet, so that's been kind of cool. Like, I haven't found that one yet, so that one's a new one. This here, you can look for frogs in this. In Willow Creek, I think it's logs that you look in it for. I don't know if they have logs here or not, or if it's just the wells. But this is really cool. You actually find frogs in these things. So maybe she'll find one, maybe she won't. We don't know. More or less, she finds one. Alright, so she found one striped dirt frog. Alright. And now there's no signs of amphibians at this time. So you can't like look again. So that's kind of how it works. Alright, so there's another bush here that we could do harvest, which is a daisy bush. You only really need one of each plant. More than one is a little bit much. Not going to lie to you. Let's see. Here's another thing that we can dig up. So let's dig this up. We're just going to try and find some collectibles around the neighborhood for her first, and then we can go out. Now, not only can you use your mouse to like turn your screen and stuff, but you can also use this little camera thing up here. This is where you can rotate your camera. So if you don't like to use your mouse buttons, which I personally do, then you can just use these. So it's not really that big of a deal. So she just found an alabaster. So I'm not really sure what you do with these. I guess it's just kind of like the decor for the Me Sims or My Sims or whatever they are. But you can actually click on them and you can call the Geo Council about the sample, or you can send it to him. And I've never sent it to him, but I've called him and he just kind of tells you about it. Other than that, I don't really know what else he would do with it. So we could try sending it to him if we wanted to. Here's someone just walking around the neighborhood. Her name is Kaylin or Callian Nowrock. I don't know. But as you see, our home, let me show you. Our home is way over there, and we're like way over here just searching. Like, we're not even close to our home lot. So this here is actually the garden for this town, and over here there's a lemon tree, there is a carrot plant, there's another carrot plant, a tomato bush. What else is over here? There's a 4th one in here, I can see it. A sage bush, what's in here? We've got daisies and chrysanthemums, and then this last one is another chrysanthemum. So you can come over here and you can actually harvest them, and you don't have to load up this lot. Like, I can have her come right over here and dig this, and it's pretty much on that lot. If I wanted to go here, I just go here. I mean, it's not like a lot you have to load up. So there is like one community lot that you can go to. And I don't know if it's in each homeworld or home neighborhood, whatever, but, oh, she's calling about the sample, I guess. But I know that it's in at least the, like, the lesser fortunate, towns, neighborhoods, whatever you want to call them. Alright, so, let's see. Alright, so this thing here says, alabaster is composed primarily of psyllium, but has a small amount of alcinate as well. And she can interact with any of these Sims that are just walking around. She can do whatever she wants with them. She can become best friends. She can, you know, get into a relationship with them. Anything. She has like free reign. I mean, obviously they gotta have a connection or something. It's not just gonna be her side, but yeah, she can interact with them. They're not just like ghosts walking around. So she dug up a treasure map. This will surely lead to great things. So here is the treasure map. It says, an old worn roll of paper with cryptic messages smudged with dirt. It might be a good idea to keep this in your Sims inventory before they start digging. The striped dirt frog, you can also place it in the world. You can place the or you can call the Geo Council about this. You can place this in the world or send it, like I said. We're not placing the frog in the worlds. With the treasure map, you can't really do much with it. So I'm just going to leave it in there. Is she getting hungry? No, not really. Alright, well, I was going to say if she was getting hungry, we could cook out on the grill, but doesn't really seem to be a big deal. There's also always a fishing spot in I think all of the like neighborhoods, I believe. So this here would be her fishing spot. So if she wanted to fish, she could come down here and go fishing to catch some fish. But right now, I don't think I'm into like fishing. Not at this moment anyways. So there's another plant down here, which is an onion plant. So that's cool. There's another plant that you can harvest. There's another one here as well, which is another strawberry. And over here, there's something. Ooh, we can dig for treasure. So let's go ahead and dig for treasure. So this just kind of gives you the view of the world. As they kind of run around, you can kind of just look around and see how pretty it is and just kind of get like the feel of the worlds. And I think the worlds are really pretty and they're really well made. So that's personally my opinion. I think it looks really nice in game and I think it runs really nicely as well. I'm sure you guys can tell. And I have all my settings on high right now. High and ultra high or whatever. So I don't know. Alright, so it says Stacey dug up a capsule. What could be inside? Okay, and then she just got confident, and that's from getting fitter. So Stacey's hard work is paying off, and she can see it in her new shape. So she's feeling fit from getting fitter. So now she wants to make a friend because she's feeling confident. But inside here, she found another capsule. So we're going to open up this capsule as well. And it uses up the map, just so you know. So she found a rare My Sims trophy, and it's the Zombie Carl. And it says over that one, oh, I guess we have to place it in the world. Is that how we read it last time? I guess so. Maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? Anyways. So she could come up here and talk to this guy. His name is Kirk Levy or whatever. But I'm just trying to show you guys a little bit around the town for right this minute. Now, this here would be a lot that one of your neighborhood or your neighbors would live in. So if you click on it, if it says visit, normally it's not, normally if it says visit lot, no one's living there. If it says visit residence, which I'm going to try and show you where it says that. Maybe someone's living in all of these right now, but at the moment, I'm not really sure. So we're going to dig this one. Here is Bella Goth and Caesar Jansen. Before she digs this, I want her to be friends with Bella Goth. So I'm going to have her come over here and give Bella Goth a friendly introduction. Okay. So here's Bella, and she's going to wait for us until we get here. Now, again, this thing is not spinning for me, so I'm going to spin it myself. And it's right outside of our house, too, so that's kind of cool. So hopefully she can get here pretty quickly. I don't even know exactly where she is. Where's my girl? Where's my girl? And she wants to make a friend. So if we could make Bella our friend, look at the train. If we could make Bella our friend, that would be perfect. I'm going to speed her up just so she gets here a little bit quicker. And you can see a lot of people are just walking the streets. And these are people from both worlds. It's not just from this world. It's from Willow Creek as well. Okay, so let's see. We could tell her an unbelievable story. Let's go ahead and propose a crazy scheme. Now, the ones with the blue next to them are because of the confident emotion. So that's where the blue is coming in. This is so dangerous. We're standing on the side of the road, but they'll stand in the middle of the road and have a conversation. I'm not even kidding you. They're crazy. Show off your muscles. Go ahead and gossip. You can share a creative idea. You can have a deep conversation. Ask about her day. You can enthuse about guitar solos. Alright, so what I want to show you now is up here, you're going to see that they're having a pleasant conversation. So it says, if the conversation is going well, try building a lasting relationship with the sim. So Bella is in a happy mood, so that's going to help as well. When they're angry, it's really hard to talk to them. It just goes so negative so quick. If you hover over this, it'll show that they're acquaintances, neither friend nor foe, just an average relationship. But it also shows, if you can get it to a certain point, you can see lines of where you'll become good friends, where you will become, better than good friends, things like that. If you hover over this, you can also see that they're acquaintances. They're not neighbors because it would show up in a box under acquaintances, and then we don't know any of her traits. And we also know that she's in a relationship with Mortimer Goth, which we all know, but if I were to meet someone in town, I may not know that, so I wouldn't be able to, know that they're in a relationship with someone. So we're going to get to know her, and I want her to go ahead and give her a hug, because I really like that they can hug so early on. Alright, so she has acquired the charisma skill. Stacey's new skill in charisma will allow her to successfully joke more frequently and learn about other Sims faster. More varied types of interactions unlock at higher levels. Alright, creative lesson. Stacey is creative. Inspiration comes to creative Sims often, but if creative activities are ignored, their emotions will suffer. This here is Malcolm Landgrab, and this here is, let's see, Rachel Vincent. She's learned that Bella is good. So now when we hover up here, we'll see that she's actually a good sim. The cool thing is when you move in with someone, you don't automatically know their traits. You have to communicate with them to be able to get them in your friend panel, to get them to even know them, to get to know any of their, their traits or anything. So it's not as easy as it looks to get to know people. It takes a lot of work. So that's Nina Caliente. We should probably give her a friendly introduction. Let's see. Let's go give her a friendly introduction, and we'll come back and talk with Bella. So these are some of the things that we can do. We can express our admiration for her. We can boast about family, even though she doesn't have any right now. She can still do it. She could lie about her career if she wanted to. They can discuss their interests, see if their interests are, close or not. This is Charles Cohen. This is Lewis Briggs. We've got Cassandra Goff. And you'll see people will just join in on your conversations without you even wanting them to. Like these two just joined in, and I didn't even ask them to join in. But that's what happens. So she's now making a relationship with all of these people at once. So that's kind of nice. And you can see how they're all doing. So Cassandra here is feeling flirty. Bella is happy. And pleasant. Nina is flirty as well. But people can also leave in the middle of a conversation as well. So if you don't keep them, like, you know, talking to them, then you can't really, like, be upset that they don't stay forever. I mean, it's not really that easy. Alright, so there's a couple of things that have popped up. The romantic lesson says, Stacey is romantic. Romantic Sims tend to be flirty and need to infuse their lives with romance often. But if you go up here, if you miss something like this, the family-oriented lesson, which I didn't read to you guys, I can go to what is the notifications wall. It'll hold up to 200 notifications. Once you hit 200, it'll give you a, like a thing saying that if you want to delete certain ones, then do that before they get deleted. Because it'll just start knocking off, like, the oldest ones, which is fine with me. That's what I would rather, instead of having to sit there and do that. But if you want to just get rid of all the notifications that you have, you can just click this delete all, and they'll just all go away. So it's really easy to get rid of them, and it's not that big of a deal. But the family-oriented lesson says, Stacey is family-oriented. Family-oriented Sims are happiest around family and grow sad as a result of extended separation. Now, I can also see that we learned she was family-oriented. She's good. I can see everything that's happened so far and see how long ago it was. So these are some of the things that I've been doing, you know. These are like 21 hours ago, and it's still on here. So it's still showing all of my things, even if it was from, say, a different game. I still believe you can see it if it's like something that you would want to see in this game, I think. Like here, you can take screenshots and stuff, and I'll show that to you in a little bit, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So we're just going to keep chatting with her. And if you want to know what they're chatting about, you just click on this little thing. It says, tell a joke about engineers, and that's what they're talking about. So you want to get to know her. You want to go ahead and be friendly. Go ahead and why don't you ask about her day? So again, here we go with the comedy skill. Stacey's new skill in comedy allows her to tell jokes at a microphone and write jokes on a computer. We also learned that Nina is also romantic, and I think we are too. So there we go. That's a trait that we share. So when you do those, you know, interactions, if it were a man, I guess, you can make really quick friends that way. But it looks as if Stacey is getting quite hungry, so I'm going to tell her to go home, which I'm just going to click this little home button here. I'm going to X out of the conversation, and she should automatically go home without me having to tell her where exactly home is. So that's really nice about this as well. You can do it on any of your lots, and they'll just leave the lot, and then you'll be on the home lot after the loading screen. So when she gets here, if you're going in to eat your leftovers, you click open. You can either click on this and put it in your inventory. You can just grab a serving of it, or you can place it in the world if you want more than one person to eat at all time. But since it's only her, I'm just going to grab a serving and just go with that. And she'll just go pick it out of the fridge and eat it. It's simple as that, which is nice. Now she is in a playful mood, and this is because of that playful decor, which is that little My Sim or Me Sim or whatever it is from, I think it's like the Wii or whatever. Yeah, so it looks like that. She's got another one. We could put it out. Here, this one. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. And you can enable the emotional aura for it as well. This one's a little bit more expensive than this one is. It's a rare compared to an uncommon. Obviously, they're going to be a little bit more expensive. And she's got quite a few emotions coming up here. Not only from this, which doesn't go away until she leaves this room, but she's also got this deep conversation coming up. And that gives her the is being boosted by playful, but it's happy +1. So she's got from making a new friend, the pleasant conversation, and then she's feeling flirty. And that's from her romantic trait. So those ones are going to take over before these ones will. From their traits will be what you're going to see more. And she automatically cleaned up her dish. So I don't have to tell her, like, hey, you didn't clean up your dish. Like, you got to get back in here. You got to do this. She does it on her own. And as you notice, it feels like it should be really late. But it's actually only 7:30 because the time goes quite a bit slower. So you do have quite a bit more time in your day, which makes everything so much easier to run. Like, you're not feeling so rushed all the time like I was in The Sims 3, and I didn't really like that. But here you feel so relaxed, and it's just so nice to be able to get out and do all this stuff. And if I pause right now and show you something, which I want to show you, you can actually look at the sun going behind the mountains. And this is actually going to be called, like, your sunset. You can also see your sunrise. But just look at how freaking cool that looks. I mean, you've got so much around you that you can see. And I guess the settings is going to be your big thing. Like, you're going to have the settings for how far you can see on high, because it's what I have it on to be able to see this far. But you can set it on low, and you can still see quite a ways, but just not as far. So it wouldn't look quite the same, but it would still be pretty nice. So she found, let's see. This is what's nice. I don't have to, like, sit here and freak out about, like, reading everything. Like, I can keep talking what I'm talking about and then go back to it. So she found a piece of limestone. It should have a fossil inside. So we are going to... Whoops, I just deleted that. I didn't mean to. It doesn't matter. It's a fossil rock, an ancient deposit of sedimentary rock embedded with odd materials. Perhaps further investigation will reveal something special. So let's go ahead and extract that fossil out of it. And she gets one enormous trilobite. Okay. So now with this, this trilobite is common. So this is in here as well, I do believe. So here is our frog collection. So you can see your frogs right here. This would be your gardening stuff. So all your gardening things. These are your My Sims, which this one says, poor Carl. Things have only gotten worse for him since he died. He spends a lot of his time wondering what he's actually accomplished and basically having an afterlife crisis. So each family has to collect all of these things, or you can collect them, I guess. The frog says the striped dirt frog deposit is homely looks. Despite its homely looks, it's actually considered to be the top of the dirt frog hierarchy. So that's cool. And you can just read about all of them, which I love to do. This here is the alabaster. It is a milky white stone that is soft and smooth to the touch. And I like that they actually gave us these, and I'm hoping they're going to keep giving us more because I really love the collections in The Sims 3. I've always liked collecting things, so this is just perfect for me. The trilobite means 3 lobes. It does not mean being bit at a strength 3 times a normal bite. If that were the case, arthropods would be terrifying. And then there's microscope prints, there's space prints, alien space rocks, fish. What other ones were in here that we didn't have? Postcards, elements, metals, and yeah. So there's 13 different ones that you can collect, and they all have a certain different number. Some probably will be easier than others to find most of, and then some will probably be really hard to find most of. So that's really cool. But as you see, it's already 8 p.m. and it's not extremely dark, so we can continue on with our little investigation around this because I actually haven't played here yet, so I'm looking forward to getting around and seeing the world. So over here is a closer fishing spot for us, so if we wanted to go fishing here instead, we absolutely could, and that's kind of nice that you don't have to run across, you know, the whole neighborhood right now to go fishing. We can just cross the road really, and we can come over here. Now there is a log here, and you can look for frogs in the log as well. So that's really cool that they have both here. I haven't found a well in the other one, but maybe I'll look a little closer now. And there's also this, which you can dig. And this normally gives you like your gems and stuff. So we're going to let her come down here and do this. And the whole thing is not going to be about me kind of doing this. This is just to show you around the neighborhood a little bit and kind of show you places that you'll find spawners. Because they tend to spawn in the same places, so it's easier to remember. Alright, so here we go. And we just found the... It's already been 45 minutes. Are you kidding me? We just found the eggplant frog. So that's really cool. So we've got a new frog here. And we'll read about that in just a second. And then we're going to get this. All right. And that is one peach. So it's a crystal. And I'm going to just tell you about these two things. And I have a little bit something else that I want to tell you guys about as well. So this here is the eggplant frog. The deep purple of this amphibian has contributed to its popularity among collectors and royal families the world over. All right, and then the other one was a crystal right here. It is common. This small stone is delicate in size with a demure peachy pink color. No wonder it is the embodiment of innocence. Okay. And then let's see. That was all we've got. But a cool thing is if you click on this frog, you can actually breed this frog with the eggplant frog. So then you get a new kind of frog. How freaking cool, right? So we just bred a new frog. So this frog is called the dirt frog. And I think if we go in here, it actually gets you one of the frogs that you actually need. So this dirt frog, this is the solid dirt frog, is an unamusing fellow, but has a great sense of humor. So that is so cool. It makes me so happy to be able to, show you guys a little bit of what I've learned so far. I just learned some of this today. I've just been playing a little bit with my own household and just kind of getting to know the controls and stuff a little bit more. But as you can see, there is so much to this world, and we've only looked at one little neighborhood. There are as many neighborhoods as I showed you, and so you have plenty of time to be able to do things. Wait, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I just wanted to put it, I thought she would have been here by now. Alright, so we're going to dig this up, and this here, again, is another plant, which is another onion plant, so that's cool. And what did we just get? We just got an amethyst. So that's kind of cool. And then if you go back in here, the amethyst here, it says, amethysts are purple-colored quartz from soft lilac to royal violet with these purple shades are caused by iron impurities in the stone. So that's really cool. All right, so I'll end this part, I guess, when she heads off to bed. So obviously you see we've pretty much looked around the whole entire world. And I mean, you can really zoom out as well, and you can literally like look around the lot. It's just really cool. And it's just a lot of fun to kind of look around. I think we missed a thing to dig. This will be the last time we probably dig for a little while. I probably won't do this a lot in the LPs. But I do want to let her get all the, stuff to collect, and then that would be cool. So whatever she gets here, we're going to send her home in just a second. And we are going to follow her. She got the Osnold. So I know this is probably annoying for you guys, and I do apologize, but I like to give you guys all the information about this. So the Osnold is actually in the metals collection here. So it's common. It is a dense, heavy metal accidentally discovered by Harold Osnold and subsequently named after him due to their familiar characteristics. Oh my goodness, too funny. Alright, so we're going to send her home. She's got a little porch area here. Now she's back to her normal walk. So she doesn't keep the other walks forever. And she's really exhausted, so I'm just going to let her go to sleep, I think. So I guess this is where I'm going to end the LP. Time speeds up extremely fast in the middle of the night, so I wouldn't even be able to, get all this out in a little bit of time, because you're going to see it's going to start really spinning. Anyways, guys, so if you guys like this, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys all enjoyed my very first part. In the next part, we'll be heading out, and I'll show you a little bit more about the world. And we'll be able to visit some of our neighbors here in this neighborhood, and that'll be extremely fun. We're going to try and make as many friends as we possibly can. As you can see, she's already up, and this isn't the best of beds. Time really speeds in the middle of the night. The third number here goes really crazy. Anyways, guys, again, I hope you guys like this. I think I'm going to record another part right now because I'm having so much fun with getting to know Stacey and just showing you guys kind of around. If you guys didn't see my live stream, it's up on my YouTube channel, so feel free to watch that anytime. And I look forward to seeing you guys all in my next LP. Thanks so very much for watching.